What's happening? What up? What it do? That's for sure. But everybody in my city say, what up, dog? What up? What up, dog? What up? What's going on, y'all? What's going on with it? Hope everybody's having the smoothest, the coolest, and truest night that they ever did have, you know? Hell yeah. Hold on, let me do something real quick. Alright, bet. Alright. So we're gonna start it off like this. Boo, boo, boo. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act. 1976, allowance is made for the fair use for purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Okay, dokie. You heard me say it. I said it. It's out of my mouth. It's pinned in the chat. You can't say that I didn't. You know what I'm saying? It's in the description. You can't sue me, you know? You surely can't. Man, guys, this is crazy. There's a lot going on when it comes to these mothers and they babies. We gonna dive into Becca in a minute, but dog, as I was doing getting ready, I stumbled upon literally four recent like right now. One being NGR in Grand Rapids, Kent County. This shit is fucking wild. What up, Aggie with the wrench? What you doing with today? You been real smooth with it, cool with it, and true with it? I know you are. Aggie with the wrench, my girl, Aggie with the wrench. What's going on? Hell yeah. So, and then let me just say this. Let me shout out to my replay gang. You know what I'm saying? And my bush watchers. If you could kindly take that thumb or that index finger or whatever finger and tap that thumbs up button for your girl. It's greatly appreciated. Share the live, subscribe. It's free. Support your girl. You know what I'm saying? Support your girl. It's free. You know, I appreciate it. I really do. So we gonna dive right in to these couple stories and then get onto Becca. You know, cause you know Wexford County and Muscogee County in TC. I used to stomp up there for a while. You know what I'm saying? So it's I used to stomp up there. You know, so that one's real close. Is like real near and dear to my heart. Real near and dear to my heart too. So I've been really on to that one too. So yeah. Let's get it pop a lock in. Let's pop a lock a drop it. Let me share my screen. Yeah. It's a great day. Tomorrow's Friday. Hey. Alright, here we go. First one, y'all. Crazy work. I can't make this up if I try. Not even if I tried. Here we go.
Big 2 breaking news alert.
Multiple law enforcement agencies are on the scene of a reported triple homicide. Streets were blocked off around 87th Street, Dawn Avenue, and Hunter Miller Way. State and local officers were still out there as of 7 p.m. The OPD and ECSO tell us at least 3 people were shot and killed, and a juvenile is now in custody. The shooting is believed to be an isolated incident. This area remains an active crime scene, and law enforcement are expected to remain there at the scene throughout the night.
I'm looking forward.
Reflecting on the road we traveled can reveal the intricate details of who we are. You were the beginning of our story, and the journey continues on.
Hold on, y'all. Yeah. What's up, Lottie Marty? Lottie Marty. Hope you being real smooth, cool, and true with it 100%. Oh shit, let me mute this. I had to do an audio check. My bad, y'all. My bad. My bad. But yeah, Lottie Marty. Thanks for pulling up on your girl. Blessings, respect. I see you in court. Was that finance manager? Oh. Hey, you know, yeah, oh, that was your girl. I was, I had to duck off on my lunch break, you know, if you know what I mean. I was trying to be. I didn't know they were gonna stream it, but it is what it is. And I even posted before I had to put my phone away. I was like, when the defense, I was like, Boom's in the room. Then I was like, Quick has entered the courtroom. Then I was like, boom, I posted on my wall. Then I was like, Make Peace has entered the courtroom. And then I was like, Ripley has entered the courtroom. And then I'm like, Monster Butts, when he got brought in, I was like, has entered the courtroom. And then I had to put my phone away. But yeah, that was your girl, salute, and on that, but everybody can believe what they want. Y'all can go back and listen to the news. It is what it is. May our girl get her justice. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but salute to you, Lottie Marty. Thanks for pulling up on your girl. I really do appreciate it. I do. All right, hold on, y'all. Let's see. No, not that one. No, not that one either. Damn, I got like 10 tabs open, y'all. Crazy work. This shit is wild, you guys. All right, so this next one is from right in Michigan. I'm starting to think the Flint water started to affect more than just Flint. Like, cause what the fuck is going on with Michigan and what is going on, Michiganders? What we doing? What we doing out here? For real though. What the fuck are we doing? This shit is crazy. So hold on, let me find. Okay, here she go. This man, oh man. This is some sad shit. Here we go. And this is crazy. I can't make this shit up. This was just a couple hours, recently, not more than 24 hours. It's so sad. And again, this happened in GR. This is west side of west side of the state. West side of the state. Over there in GR, man. Crazy work. Oh man, it's so crazy, y'all. Alright, let me go to mute and we gonna listen. Viewer discretion advised.
For your help solving the murder of a 2-month-old baby. The Kent County Sheriff Office is asking for your help solving the murder of a 2-month-old baby.
Irene Whitehead is accused of killing her 2-year-old daughter, Riley, in September. And now investigators are looking for information connected to the girl's brother, Leo, who died in 2021.
13 on your side, Kiara Patterson joins us now with what we've learned, Kiara.
Lauren and Elena, Sheriff Michelle LaJoy Young held a news conference this morning. She says police are looking for tips in the case.
We are looking for tips into what we believe was the 2021 murder of Leo Whitehead.
The Kent County Sheriff's Office is asking for help as investigators reopen the case of 2-month-old Leo Whitehead, who died in 2021. His mother, 27-year-old Irene Whitehead, is already charged with killing her 2-year-old daughter, Riley, in September of this year by suffocating her with a bag.
During the course of our interview with Irene and the 2-year-old's death, she made statements that she had indeed killed Leo as well.
At the time, Leo's death was attributed to the flu. But with new information, including Whitehead's confession, Leo's death has been reclassified by death as a homicide.
Investigators had no information to lead them to believe there was foul play at that time.
Police say the circumstances in both children's deaths share similarities, and that community members may hold critical pieces of the puzzle.
What will help us with that investigation are any statements that Irene may have made to you, any text messages, maybe anything that you saw that seemed inconsistent at the time.
The sheriff says the family lived in Michigan and briefly in Georgia, and any medical visits or conversations from that time could help the case. Whitehead remains in the Kent County Jail, and her other young children are now in the custody of their fathers. Investigators believe the evidence will support more charges in Leo's death, but say they need the community's help to get there.
Cases like this have to be studied, have to be fully vetted to know how we can do better. Any help the community can give us to bring justice for Leo Whitehead.
And anyone with information about Leo's death investigation should contact the Sheriff's Department or Silent Observer. In studio, Kiara Patterson, 13 on your side.
A woman's been arrested in connection with a 5-year-old cold case in Lake County involving the remains of a newborn child.
Police found her across the country after an exhaustive investigation, and WGN's Dana Rebick has our story tonight.
Natalie Schramm was arrested in Bellingham, Washington, and will appear in Lake County Court tomorrow morning after this years-long investigation led detectives to her.
I've been, a police officer for over 40 years, and this has been the most difficult investigation I've ever had.
A case that went cold, but 5 years later has ended in an arrest. 40-year-old Natalie Schramm charged with 3 felonies: concealment of a death, abuse of a corpse, and failure to report the death or disappearance of a child. After Riverwoods police believe Schramm allegedly gave birth to the infant, then concealed the newborn's remains. It was in these woods in the 1800 block of Robinwood Lane where a Lake County Water Department crew made the discovery when checking sewer lines for blockages.
They discovered a package, it was actually a suitcase, on a residential property, and they saw a piece of clothing hanging out of it. So they opened up the suitcase and saw there were bones in there. They called their boss, and their boss called us.
Riverwoods Police Detective David Martinovich says at the time they were unable to determine the child's gender, cause of death, or link DNA to any particular suspect.
We did a lot of forensics, mainly with the assistance of the FBI Quantico lab, and they were able to develop a profile. And then from that, we started doing a lot more investigative work.
Which eventually led them to Schramm, who police say used to live at a home near where the remains were found. Detectives say she did not agree to an interview when taken into custody. They're asking the public for help tying the case together, which could lead to enhanced charges.
We would just appreciate anybody that has any information that could come forward and share it and get some explanations here that are unanswered.
Natalie Schramm was released on a $250,000 bond in Whatcom County, Washington. She agreed to turn herself into the Lake County Courthouse, where she has a hearing tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. In Riverwoods, Dana Rebick, WGN News.
Greg, we need to talk.
No time, got sales calls to summarize.
You really need to switch to Monday CRM. It has built-in AI that summarizes calls for you, suggests next.
A shocking new discovery involving a Cedar Springs woman named Irene Whitehead. The 27-year-old is facing felony murder charges after admitting to suffocating her 2-year-old daughter in September. But now investigators in Kent County have opened another murder investigation into Whitehead. Authorities say she might have killed her 2-month-old baby just a few years ago in the same way. Tonight, News Channel 3's Autumn Pitcher explains.
The Kent County Sheriff's Office says that Irene Whitehead confessed to killing her 2-year-old daughter Riley in September. And it was during that same interview that investigators say she confessed to killing her 2-month-old son Leo 4 years earlier.
This is just an awful case.
27-year-old Irene Whitehead charged with felony murder for killing her 2-year-old daughter Riley. And now Kent County Sheriff Michelle LaJoy Young says her office is investigating the death of her 2-month-old son Leo. He died in 2021. At the time, the infant's cause of death was determined to be from parainfluenza.
Investigators had no information to lead them to believe there was foul play at that time.
But new evidence is leading them to believe it may have been murder. During a November interview with Whitehead regarding Riley's death, investigators say she confessed to killing both Leo in 2021 and Riley in September of this year.
She identified a number of similarities with the manner of their death in her statement, but more specifically, she stated that she had killed both Riley and Leo.
In early September, Riley was found unresponsive at a home in Cedar Springs. Court records reveal Whitehead admitted to suffocating the 2-year-old by putting a bag over her mouth. When questioned what made you finally kill Riley, Whitehead said, quote, "I couldn't take it anymore, being a parent, hearing her screaming all the time." Before her death, medical records show the 2-year-old was taken to the hospital multiple times for breathing episodes. Should a doctor be looking at potential factors of abuse when a child is brought in? Do they have any type of responsibility?
It absolutely is part of their training, but can we do better? Maybe. And I think, cases like this have to be studied, have to be fully vetted to know how we can do better in the next child's case.
Whitehead also telling investigators she's thought about killing her other 5- and 7-year-old children with a gun and rope.
We are looking into any possible abuse cases related to the other children.
It's Leo's death that Sheriff LaJoy Young says is their main focus now.
Facts would help us quite a bit in pursuing this investigation and pursuing justice.
Although the sheriff's office says that Whitehead confessed to killing Leo, they're asking the public for any evidence that they might have to be able to build their case. They say no piece of evidence is too small, and we will have a link on our website so that you're able to submit tips. That's wwmt.com. In Kent County, Autumn Pitcher, News Channel 3.
6 people. They arrested all of them. In question, what does this have to do with Erica's death? Was she living in these conditions? Was this part of something bigger? Police quickly zeroed in on 6 people. They arrested all of them, but here's what really raised eyebrows. None of them were charged with murder, not a single one. The charge? Failure to report a death. All 6 were accused of knowing that Erica was dead, but not telling anyone. But one of them, Erica's own roommate, a woman named Brittany Turpinning, faced an additional heavier charge, domestic violence felony assault. So, picture that was forming, it was grim. Based on the initial charges, police seemed to be saying that Erica was assaulted and she later died. And a group of people knew about it and they did nothing. They moved her body, they stayed silent. But Erica's family and friends were screaming that this wasn't just a sudden tragedy. According to reporting from WJAR, they said the warning signs were there for months. They told reporters that they had contacted police back in April, a full 6 months before her body was found. They had concerns for her well-being. They said that they believed that she was in danger in that house on Central Street in Central Falls. They allege that they tried to file reports, that Erica herself had reached out for help. One ex-boyfriend told WJAR back in October that she got on a video call and they could immediately tell something was wrong. The official response from Central Falls Police was that they did a wellness check in April, but they couldn't locate her and that a missing persons report was never formally filed. So by last month, we were left with a haunting mystery. A young woman dead and moved. A house of horrors with abandoned animals, 6 people facing charges, but not for killing this girl. And a family's anguish that her cries for help went unheard until it was far too late. That was the case. That's what we knew. But as of this week, everything changed. The charges, the number of suspects, and the alleged brutality of what happened to Erica Bader have escalated in a way that is absolutely shocking to say the least. Now this week, authorities dropped a bombshell update that completely reshapes this case. First, the charges. They have been upgraded and dramatically. Remember, initially it was 6 people facing a single charge of failure to report a death. And now court documents show it's 8 people facing a slate of serious felonies. 5 of the original suspects are now charged with murder, kidnapping, and conspiracy. Their names: Andrew Cornell, he's 28, Joshua Brunel, 35, Elizabeth Durant, she's 41, Stephanie Bletzer, 37, and Erica's roommate, Brittany Turpinning, 34 years old. And then there are 3 new suspects who are not in the initial round of arrests. They are charged with kidnapping, conspiracy, and failure to report a death. Their names: Christopher Kordelewski, he's 22, Joanne Miller, 26, and Cheryl Blakely, 36 years old. So 8 people, different ages, all of them were arraigned in court in Providence. The 5 facing murder were ordered held without bail. Now, secondly, we do have the family's devastating new allegations, because with these murder charges filed, Erica Bader's family is speaking out with horrific details in interviews. They say they have learned that Erica was pregnant when she was killed. Her stepmom, Crystal Smith, told reporters, quote, they killed her and the baby. She said, what happened to Erica is absolutely heartbreaking and horrific. Now, the family told WPRI that Erica, who they say was homeless and had nowhere else to go, fell in with these people at the Central Street house, and then they turned on her. Her stepmom claims that Erica was held against her will, saying, quote, she tried to run away one time, they dragged her in, pulled her in that house, and held her hostage, basically. Now, the family's allegation is that she was attacked, raped, and then murdered in that home before her body was dumped in the woods in Pawtucket. Now,
imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Now, Central Falls Mayor, her name's Maria Rivera, released a statement echoing Erica's family's pain, saying, quote, my deepest condolences go to her family, her friends, and everyone who loved her. No family should ever experience this kind of pain or heartbreak. The investigation is now a major multi-agency effort involving local police, the Rhode Island Attorney General, and the state medical examiner. So where does this leave us? The core mysteries remain officially unsolved. The exact cause and date of Erica's death have not been publicly released.
Well, it has now been nearly 3 years since 33-year-old Tony Mitchell died after 2 weeks inside the Walker County Jail. According to federal court filings, Mitchell suffered horrible, inhumane conditions. Tonight, the I-Team's Cynthia Gould has an exclusive interview with a family member asking how his call for help could end so tragically.
You don't treat animals that way.
Over the last 3 years, a growing list of jailers and medical staff charged in connection with Tony Mitchell's death.
A lack of oversight in the jail, and
she's accepted responsibility for her inaction.
There are terrible circumstances, a sad situation for everybody involved.
Tony's first cousin, Steve Mitchell, haunted by questions of why so many did not step in to help.
But when you hear at least 20 people,
astonished me.
Medical, correctional officer, mental health, walked past.
To me, that's an atrocity, and that you can torture an inmate like that, and so many people knew it. And from what we can tell, from what I saw, they were actually laughing at it. You know, they're tasing him. It is a failure of humanity. That's exactly what it is. Humanity failed him. You can cut and dry it any way you want, but torture's torture.
Was this murder?
In my opinion, absolutely. Absolutely. It was calculated. It wasn't just murder, it was calculated. They knew what they were doing.
Federal court documents reveal Tony Mitchell was held in a cold cell with no toilet or access to water, no mental or medical evaluation, often nude, without a blanket or even a mat. Family says they were never called or warned his condition was worsening.
911, what's your emergency?
It was Steve Mitchell who first called 911 for a welfare check in January of 2023 after Tony arrived at his house unrecognizable.
This person was slumped over, stringy hair, and my son comes back and says, "Dad, that's Tony." And I was like, no way. I knew right away he was just totally disconnected. The best way to say it is I told my son, I said, he snapped.
Mitchell recalls Tony spoke of portals to heaven and hell and his brother who died at birth.
He said, I've got to go back to the house. I've got to put this baby in a portal. And
there, Tony allegedly fired a gun at deputies. This picture posted on social media by the sheriff's department. Instead of an ambulance, Tony left in a police car.
So they reassured us because we were concerned about his mental health. And they had told us that there would be a doctor that sees him every day. They reassured his mother that everything was going to be fine. We thought, great, we've done something great for him. And his mother was relieved. She was like, fine, he can get some help.
But that relief turned to anguish when Tony's mother was called to the hospital 2 weeks later.
When she touched him, he was cold, very, very cold, non-responsive and cold. She couldn't believe it. She was astonished at what he looked like. And And it was just heartbreaking for her when she saw her son laying there.
Mitchell accuses Sheriff spokesperson TJ Armstrong of lying.
Mr. Armstrong said that when I was talking to him on the phone, that Tony was alive at the hospital and that he had set up in the bed, on the hospital bed, and that as soon as he set up on the hospital bed, he had a massive heart attack and died. It's hard to believe that your loved one is in that shape, and you sent them there to get them help.
The family was told Tony had been combative in jail, throwing feces and refusing medical help. Allegations refuted in federal court filings. The cause of death, hypothermia and sepsis due to medical neglect.
Do you see any way the higher-ups, the jail administrator, the sheriff, didn't know this was going on for 2 weeks?
I don't know what Nick knew and he didn't know, but I do know this. If you didn't know, that within itself is a terrible, terrible synopsis to your job.
Mitchell explained Tony's downward spiral began after his father's death just months earlier, so different from the person he once knew.
Tony was a gentle giant. Everybody that knew Tony, he was magnetic. You would love Tony if you knew him. Remember that Tony was a human being. You know, he was charismatic. He loved life. He enjoyed people.
Yeah, that is just recent, like all recent events. Crazy work. Prayers, oh my goodness. My heart literally is just like broken. This world is fucking broke, bro. We are already doomed. Wow. That was a lot, right? Crazy. So yeah, those are just some things, you know. I probably do a longer one on Erica for y'all because that one's diabolical. This shit's crazy. That mother in Kent County, and them sheriffs and the 20 workers, man. Again, woo-wee. Wow. So now I want to, you know, go into our girl, Rebecca Park, man. Crazy fucking work out here, man. So, yeah, a lot going on with this one. So, it's been said that, they'll be back because, shout out to Cadillac again in Wexford County. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say that again. Shout out to motherfucking Wexford County, the community, the motherfucking uppers. Like, y'all doing the damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all really doing what you're supposed to. And I commend y'all for that, especially in a case like this. Like, this shit is so fucking crazy up there. Man, I can't believe it. Oh, my goodness. This shit is crazy. But they needed more time. They both, waived their rights. They don't care about the 21 days, you know, and they're pretty much blaming each other, trying to talk, so they'll be back in court. Allegedly, January 16th. I haven't done my full research, but I'm going to, and I'll be in the courtroom. I'm going up. I gotta go to stomp for my people. I used to stomp up there again, so I definitely will go advocate for Rebecca. You absolutely damn right, and Baby Park. So, you know, call it what you want. Like I said, so my haters can call me the clout chaser, and my homies can call me the case chaser. Okay, either way, it goes. You know. So, but I will be in the courtroom for Rebecca and Baby Park. I don't want to say I don't, you know, there's no proof. There's no black and white on that baby's name, and we don't even know really, you know, DNA wise. We only know by word wise about that baby, whose allegedly it is. So I won't call that baby, you know, by a name. I'm gonna call it Baby Park. That's just me. No dig or no disrespect, but that's just me. But, yeah, your girl will be up there. I'll be up there to advocate for y'all. And again, salute to Cadillac and the people. The community found her, y'all. They found her. Man. The community did. And then the police asked them to sit with her while they went and got some, man. I swear, I'm going to play the clip. I'm going to shutting up now, and I'm about to just play some clips. Justice for Baby Park, man. Justice for Rebecca Park, man. This shit is diabolical at its motherfucking finest. It's the year of diabolical nation, whatever the fuck. Holy motherfucking macaroni. But here we go. I'm going on mute now. And this is going to be explicit content. There's some gruesome details that you might hear. So if you got any shorties around, that's on you. That's your choice. But don't say I didn't warn you. But this is explicit. This shit is gruesome, y'all. And the news is going to say it too. So yeah, here we go. I remember now. Hold on. And then shout out to I think I don't want to say the wrong thing. But shout out to TikTok. All you CCs over there on TikTok did your motherfucking thing. They really did. They did over there on TikTok. Them CCs did their thing. They did their thing. I'm gonna be playing some clips from this woman right here. Y'all could go check her out. Go follow her. I'm not really familiar with her. I'm real new with her too, but I know she did her motherfucking thing. So salute to you, Steph Case Files. Salute to you, flowers to you for doing this thing for Rebecca and Baby Park. Salute. That's her YouTube, but she's really about her TikTok. She more a TikToker, so that's her TikTok right there. Go follow her, man. She be doing her thing for real. Like, salute again to you, Miss Stephanie. Salute. Flowers to you. You know. So I'm gonna leave those, and I'm gonna keep dropping them periodically and stuff. So she made the news. Man, she did her big one. She did. A couple of them did. But so here we go. Salute again to you, Miss Stephanie Case Files. Salute. Y'all go follow her.
Why haven't you started a fund yet? Yeah, you. Like, why haven't you gone out and raised money from other people, pooled it together to go do bigger deals or to scale your business? It's 2025 right now. It's never been easier to go out and do this in a compliant, structured, the right manner. But to be honest, like, what's held you back? What stopped you from moving forward on this?
Who is now 39 weeks pregnant, is still missing. She has not been seen since November 3rd, 2025. So since my first video on this case, there have been a lot of shocking revelations that have come out. So we were told that Rebecca was last seen by her mother at her mother's residence around 11:30 p.m. She was picked up by someone in a dark colored vehicle and then left, never to be seen again. Well, we're learning that Rebecca was not actually close to her mother. Rebecca was only at her mother's house that night because her grandmother had recently passed away and left her some money, and she went to her mother's house to go and pick it up. Her mom told her, come over, pick it up, and that is what she did. We're also learning that Rebecca's mom has given inconsistent statements to law enforcement and people in her daughter's circle. Another person says, she used to be my sister-in-law and I wouldn't trust her as far as I can throw her. So Courtney, Rebecca's mom, is definitely giving off red flags. She's the last person to see her daughter alive, and she's being inconsistent with the things that she is saying. Is that due to nerves, or is that due to her trying to cover something? Now, if you guys thought all of that was crazy, wait until you hear this. This guy right here, Rich, Courtney's unborn baby's father, is actually the ex-boyfriend of her mother, Courtney. Yeah, you heard that right.
I just had a
Rebecca,
thought.
22 years old, is dating and pregnant by her mother's ex. But according to people in this circle, this is normal. Or two, something happened to her as a result of foul play. And her mother and or her partner and her mom's ex has knowledge of that. You guys know I'm going to keep you guys updated as information comes out. So make sure you're following me. Mark, who is now 39 weeks pregnant, is still missing. She has not been seen since November.
Here's a question that I have seen several people bring up. If there was $18,000, and you and I spoke about this yesterday, about the check, and we've established where the picture of the check come from and why, but there's $16,000 left in that account. Would you stake that for the return, for the reward money for the return of your daughter?
I'd rather hand it over to my daughter.
Do you think that rewards or offering a reward will help in this case?
There's already a reward, but my daughter could use the money a lot more. When she comes back, she's going to need money. She's going to need to be able to get a place for her and the baby so that she can keep the baby, and she's going to need things.
Here's a question that I have seen several people bring up. If there was $18,000, and you and I spoke about this yesterday, about the check, and we've established where the picture of the check come from and why, but there's $16,000 left in that account. Would you stake that for the return, for the reward money for the return of your daughter? Was it that she was only getting $2,000 at the time, like this is all I want right now, or was she wanting the $2,000 at total and nothing, not a penny of nothing else?
She didn't want any more than that. Rich was the one that wanted the $18,000. She did not. She wanted $2,000 that quick, and that was it. That's all she wanted. I gave her the $2,000, and that was it. Because when I dropped her off from the hospital, after Rich got out of the car, she whispered under her breath, "Mom, you're going to have the $2,000, right?" I said, "Yeah." And she's like, "Okay." And that was all she said. Because Rich was acting retarded on the side of the vehicle that my daughter was on.
Was it that she was only getting $2,000 at the time, like this is all I want right now, or was she wanting the $2,000 at total and nothing, not a penny of nothing else?
She didn't want any more than that. Rich was the one that wanted the $18,000. She
That day, November the 3rd, 2025, you said you went over to Rich's house to pick Courtney up. I'm not Courtney, but pick Rebecca up. Do I have this correct so far?
Yes, between 6:30 and 7.
And the reason you went over there is to bring her back to your home to give her this $2,000. Is that correct?
That and Tide Pods.
In Tide Pods.
Which I still have the bag. I actually pulled them out of my truck. They're sitting on my coffee table, actually. It was just her.
So where did she put $2,000 worth of 100s? In her pocket?
In her pocket. Her pants pocket. Because they had pockets on the sweatpants that she was wearing. She just slipped it in there.
That day, November the 3rd, 2025, you was Brad home at the time?
No.
Courtney told me if I say absolutely anything, me and my daughter are both going down for it. She said it to my face. She said it the day after my sister disappeared when I came out there.
This is serious. And if your mom is capable of one child, she is certainly capable of another.
Courtney told me if I say absolutely anything, me and my daughter are both going down for it. She said it to my face. She said it the day after my sister disappeared when I came out there.
This is serious. And if your mom is capable of one child, she is. But I need all audio of Courtney saying that it is on the main 2-track. So
Kimberly wants to come get her stuff. I thought she came in Thursday to get it.
I was going to take it to her tonight, but after leaving the sheriff's department, I'm pretty pissed off.
So did they tell?
You want to take her shit to her?
Right now, sure.
Thank you.
All right, so Rich, Courtney's cousin's going to take Kimmy's stuff to her. So if anybody's got contact with Courtney or Kimmy, I apologize. Please let her know that Rich is going to have her stuff.
Hey, Courtney, can I ask you a question? If you knew the stuff about Kimberly asking about the trails and all that, why is it just coming out tonight?
I didn't know till tonight when my husband brought it out after he took a polygraph.
You said that you knew just a minute ago.
So Brad, you knew?
Yes, but I didn't think anything of it.
You didn't think anything of it when she's been missing all this time to mention something like that? There's people pointing out hats and socks on the side of the road because they think it might be relevant. That shows your lack of
guys
care.
have got to be kidding me.
Yeah, it is.
It is a lack. It is a total lack of care. The one person that was supposed to protect her and you didn't.
Put it together.
When he was asked about it.
Where did you take the lie detector test?
I went to Green Lane.
Okay.
I went to Muskegon.
Okay. All right. Did you take yourself there or did they take you?
They took
Okay.
us.
All right. Do you know who's detained right now? Okay.
But I thought it was Mount Pleasant.
Why you
We've received word that somebody is detained. I don't know.
So I thought it was Mount Pleasant or Muskegon.
She went to Muskegon. You ain't no
So Courtney went to Muskegon to do the lie detector test, and Brad went to.
Where was it that we were talking tonight?
Yeah. Me?
We yeah.
Cops are saying they don't know.
They don't know. He wasn't there. Yeah.
Ali, ask her why the trails are relevant if she said Becca got on a bus.
So why are the now we gonna take her to jail for hiding the fact that she knew something could be wrong with her daughter. Take her to jail.
Yeah, take her to jail.
Actually, they both need to go to jail for hiding the fact that they knew.
We got it on video, actually. We got
son.
a video of them telling us they support us.
Okay, Kimberly wants to come get her stuff. I thought she came in Thursday to get it.
I was going to take it to her tonight, but after leaving the sheriff's department, I'm pretty pissed off.
So did they
Hey,
tell?
Rich, you want to take her shit to her?
Sure.
Thank you.
All right, so Rich, Courtney's cousin's going to take Kimmy's stuff to her. So if anybody's got contact with Courtney or Kimmy, I apologize. Please let her know that Rich is going to have her stuff.
Hey, Courtney, can I ask you a question? If you knew the stuff about Kimberly asking about the trails and all that, why is it just coming out tonight?
I didn't know till tonight when my husband brought it out after he took a polygraph.
It's very important. Since Courtney's not going to come on this panel, I need everybody, and I'll go back and look at my own show, but I need all audio of Courtney saying that it is on the main 2-track. All audio. Now, I have something to show you. Not that nobody has been there. I don't think they have, because we were talking about that. She don't have, she is out in town and don't have a good signal. That's okay. I'll continue. But a family member, I gave the exact coordinates. Yes, they are on the big YT. I gave the exact coordinates according to the screenshot that Rich sent to a family member who drove down there and recorded all of it for us. Not just a simple search down the 2-track, not just a little over here and a little over there. We done the whole drive, and where the coordinates landed will shock you.
It's so easy to become a podcaster with Riverside. First, go to Riverside and open an account. When you're ready to record, just hit rec to capture high-quality audio and video, all from the comfort of, well, anywhere. Even if the only camera you have is on your phone. With Riverside, you'll still look like a pro. The equipment doesn't matter. You'll get a professional-looking podcast using anything you already have at home. When it comes to editing, it's truly idiot-proof. Even with
Let me come in here from my other account so that I can show you the video. Actually, I'll just show it. It's about 2 minutes, 22 seconds. Hopefully we won't get flagged. If we do, I don't. Okay. So
Yep. This is the main 2-track right here. This is where it pinged, but not on this road. This is the main 2-track. This one comes to Courtney's house. This is the direction that the phone was coordinated. Like the exact coordinates is down this way. And this is where the pin is exactly where the phone was. This is where it pinged at. It was out in this area. This is not the main 2-track. This is off of the main 2-track that is by Courtney's. This is the back side behind Courtney's. Yeah.
Here is the main 2-track. Well, let me play it. I guess that would help if I hit play. Okay. Oh, look. Did I put those backwards? Frey.
I don't either.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait. Maybe I have to hit the camera button. There we go. Hey, you guys are live right now.
I'm ready when you guys are.
Are we ready to go? Earlier today at approximately 2:16 p.m., a body was discovered in the Manistee National Forest not far from here. Currently the Wexford County Sheriff's Office, the Michigan State Police, and the Michigan State Police Crime Lab are investigating that scene. The young lady that was found resembles Rebecca Parks, a young lady that went missing on November 4th, and we are currently actively investigating that. So if you have anything you want to say, or if there's any questions.
Just repeat you said appears to look like her?
Yes, appears to resemble. It resembles Rebecca Parks.
So you're not saying for sure that it is Rebecca Parks?
We cannot confirm until the autopsy is performed.
What about the clothing she was wearing? Was that similar to the clothing she was described leaving? I know there was 2 descriptions, but...
We can't answer that.
Yeah, no comment on that.
But there, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say the area that she was found in, this body was found in, was it one of the areas that had already been searched by police or from that group?
It was not searched by that group. It wasn't no formal search party in that area. Citizens were searching it today, and they found the body.
Well, that area had been searched just by people in general, don't you think?
Yes.
A coordinated search effort took place today in Cadillac as volunteers continue looking for Rebecca K. Park, who's been missing since November 3rd. The community gathered earlier this morning to cover a large stretch of wooded land just west of town. Up North Live's Tony Lundy joins us from the Meijer in Cadillac, where the team actually first started searching today. Tony, what did searchers find out? What did they gather today?
Well, Melissa, they chose this Meijer because they felt like it was a central place for everybody to meet, and it gave plenty of room to organize for a large turnout like they had. Dozens of volunteers checked in here around 10 this morning. They had a quick little meeting, and they made their way out to go out and be a part of the search.
After gathering at Meijer, the search party caravanned to West 26 Road and South 21.5 Road, an area organizers believe
We walked all the swamp like this, and there's mud. You gotta go past. You gotta go way past it, way past. Literally, I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you, they literally got out of their car and drugged her. They drug her about 15 feet. They lifted up black dirt. They moved all the leaves. I can tell you exactly what it was. Nobody wanted to go up to it, so I have to because it looked like Halloween.
I did.
And
That's why I sent
but
you
when
guys,
I first
'cause I
walked
can't.
up to it, the young boy said, "There's a blue card. Do you see the blue card?" I said, "I see the blue card."
He said, "Do you see the mask?"
Do you see the mask? I said, "I do," but I'm gonna walk up to it. I'm a good person. I know I'm legit. I can do this. I'm gonna walk up to him, and yes, the animals have ate at her cheeks, but her face is all there. The animals,
it's so cold.
and her stomach, and their stomach's gutted.
So the
Her
baby's
stomach-
not there.
I don't think so.
I don't think
I got this close.
I mean, it's her stuff's coming.
It's yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. Let me see it. Let me see it.
That white truck.
I'm thinking it's the one that's now underneath the carpet.
Yes, that's the one they've been guarding. That's their truck. Yes, there is evidence in that truck. That's the truck they used to bring.
They were talking about pulling the seats out.
They did, but they're not going to get rid of everything. There's still shit in there. I know there is. We've been in that truck.
I've been in that truck. Brad brought me right up in here. Can you see that? This is
You fucking murderers. Oh my God.
I wonder if my cop's here.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know how,
so
I'm a grandma and a mom, okay?
Yeah.
You know how when you go to a funeral and you see somebody and they're at peace, like I feel like I got a sixth sense a little bit too.
Yeah.
You know when somebody looks like they're at peace?
Yeah.
Her eyes were closed. Her eyes were closed. Her eyes were closed, and she was like this, you guys. Her legs were together, and she was like this.
They posed her right there.
She's right off the road.
She's right off the road. Like the guy that picked us up in that red truck, that old guy, and he said he lives down there. He said he was just on this road a couple days ago. You would have seen it then.
Then maybe they moved it. They moved the body.
They had to have moved it because there's like this, you guys. There's a drag mark.
And it's fresh. Okay, they moved it. So they moved the body down there, and that's why they told us. That's why they said last night. Yes, I got it. It's all done now.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So it was where we brought you down there?
You guys never took us. You guys never took us. We just left.
She took you, right?
No, I took.
No, we just took off. The police were at grandma's, and we were like, "Fuck it, we don't want nothing to do with this. We'll just take off."
Okay. Okay. So you guys. So you guys were down there. You went down there to the trail.
Yes, where the mud circle.
That's where we said down there.
I was looking at the mud, and this truck came this way and came to me and said, "Can you help us? Help us?" Then they took us back that way, going back more that way.
Okay, so
and then we're like, "Yeah, we'll go." We're talking far.
We've been there all day, dude. We've been there all day.
All the way straight with you. So yeah.
It's over.
It's over now.
It's over. And you know,
I mean, it's over
we
now.
prayed. We sat. We prayed over her. We sat with her. We did. And you know what? We're not religious. I'm going to tell you, we've been fighting this to come out here for about weeks. And we said, you know what? Today,
We said something new needs to happen. Let's
we just need to go out there. You know, we just need to go. And it ain't like us to get in anybody's business. You know.
I'm so glad. I mean, I'm not saying I'm glad. I didn't know how I was going to be able to handle it when I didn't find it, but like we just wanted her found.
Right.
They moved that body there last night.
They had to.
It's like the dirt is so fresh, it's flat. You know how when you pull something and you're cleaning your yard up?
It's snowed. I mean, it snowed. It's rained. It's leaves have all fell. There should not be no empty spots.
Like they try to cover up.
Somebody was doing this. They were dragging. They had their
I feel like they were
card
going
in
to
their
set it on
pocket,
fire.
And they
were
lost
pulling
it.
it, and
they
dropped
lost
right
it.
there, right
Yep,
by
right by-
where the thing is.
I knew it was there.
They don't want us here.
I don't know.
Can you all do me a favor and like maybe move down? I think there's a church right down there. If you guys want to go down there, that'd be great.
Just down to the church. Okay. All right.
Okay. I don't want anybody here.
Okay. They just told us to come down here, so that's
That's
the reason.
but I would rather have everybody down. Who's have everybody down? Whose car are these Jeep with you guys? So yeah, if you guys could
We're
all
just
go
the
down,
search party.
the church is right there.
Yeah, we were just the
So
search
if
party.
you guys want to go down,
Okay.
that'd be great.
Okay.
I didn't even plan
We're
on
gonna get
coming.
very
Right now,
get very
right now.
I'm very busy.
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 Right.
I want to say this. So the Manistee Forest, y'all, that motherfucker's long. So if you riding on M15, that I don't know, that motherfucker goes for a grip. You can ride it all the way. Shit, damn, from Manistee all the way to 131. Shit, it's fucking miles. And there's black bears in the motherfucking woods. It's thick as thieves in the motherfucking woods. It's country out there. There's pig farms and shit out there. And you smell cow shit and shit like that. Like, that's what it's like out there. Like, dark and fucking real cold. And the Manistee Lake, I'm just, man, you ride M15 for a grizzly. And the whole bit is nothing but pine trees, thick ass pine trees, y'all. And I'm just picturing that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know exactly where I know exactly where Cordy lives and shit. It's a small ass town too, so you know what I'm saying? It's not like a bunch of roads. It's one road for a long time. And I remember on 115, these kids were coming. They were going up north to see their family, and they had to travel that. And they were high school sweethearts. They were in college, and they were coming to visit. And on their way home on 115, a tree fell on the car. And, you know, unalived them both instantly from the from that forest. Like, it fell. Like, what are the odds, bro? Crazy shit. But, yeah, the Manistee Forest. The National Forest. Crazy. Crazy. It was just crazy watching the video. Again, I used to stop up there for a long time. We used to party in the woods and shit like that. And just, you know, there's a lot of, it is pretty up there. It is. It's pretty up there. But, yeah, it's just crazy work. Again, crazy work. Close to home. Too close to home. Another home away from home, you know? Crazy work, man. I used to stop up there for a minute. Wow. Prayers for the family. Justice for Rebecca and Baby Park, y'all.
they got my wife's ID, and the police officers told us to stay down here.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm fucking moving.
Right, and I told him about you, Jackie.
And we were told.
You two.
Yeah, we
I
were.
said, you two were the
I'm gonna
ones.
park right off over here and just sit in
What
my
he
car.
told us is just back up a little bit so maybe other cars can't see us. That's what he said to me.
That's what I'm going to do, because the
He said
officers
just
told
back
us to
up
stay
a little
down
bit.
there.
Yeah.
The
That
sheriff's
state cop's gonna stay right there though, and he just told us to move.
He said,
No, he's the one who just told us to move.
To go to a church, and that was probably because we were right there. But when I was talking to him, and I told him that officer,
I think they don't want
he said
everybody over here.
Yeah,
Is
he
what
just
it
said
is.
back
But they
up to
know
where
we're
cars going up and down the road don't see us.
Okay.
He said, as long as I know where you're at,
Okay, I'm gonna
coming
back
to
up.
you.
Well, we can pull right off on the side
That's
back
what he
here.
said. 2-track. He said there's a 2-track.
Oh my God. Well, I guess we're gonna not listen to what the state police said. I need a moderator. I need my people. I need Jeep. I need, I guess I don't. The baby's not there, guys. The baby's not there. But we found her. It was cut. Yeah. Yeah, like it was took out. Yeah, they did. They did. Oh my God. Who could do such a thing? Who could fucking do such a thing? These motherfucking math heads out here, I swear. We don't know. We don't know. I think we can walk up there, though. We're not going to be able to see anything from the church or anything like that if we, you know.
I'm sorry.
No, listen, Jessica, can you grab me one, Jess, please?
I'm just trying to get my thoughts together.
No, we've been out here. That's all we've been doing. Can you grab me one, please?
I thought I can't go sit at a church parking lot.
We did it, Jack. I know.
I feel like where we were walking and where they took us, I don't feel like a lot of people came.
They haven't.
They haven't. Them two men took us pretty far, you guys, to where when they left, because the officer said that somebody had to stay with the body, but they had to leave, right? To go get them, an officer to get to us.
Because stay with the body, so we sat there with her.
They told you to sit there with her?
Yes, and so we sat until they finally.
That's when my blood's all wet.
Finally came back and was like, "Can you walk back to your car?" And I'm like, "I don't have no idea where my fucking car is."
Right.
And he's like, "I'm gonna show you right here. You got a long walk." I'm like, "Alrighty." And we started walking.
Like, I even got my phone out for her to start recording because we got in this truck with these two men and we don't know these people.
Right.
And so I got my phone out and I just looked at her and I said, "Start recording."
Yep.
I don't know where
Record everything. Record everything.
Really good.
And we got to record everything.
We don't care. We're just going out there.
Right. That's why.
You're like us.
Yep.
Cool.
That's exactly.
At this point, I don't do nothing wrong.
How the fuck? We've been out here for days and it's just something, and we've been praying and praying and praying all day.
That's the road right here, you guys.
Right here. She's sitting right.
She's sitting right here.
Because they just moved her. Because they just moved her.
It's fucking cleared.
What time did they move her?
This is what it is, and then right up to her body.
To her body.
That's what it is.
Do you think they moved her when we were all out there searching?
No, I think they moved her last
And the
night
officer
when we got
asked me,
pushed out of there.
The officer did ask me how long have you ladies been out
When we
here?
got pushed out of there.
We were down there last night, but we couldn't go any further.
I couldn't get
Something was pushing us back, like, don't go. It was pitch dark. It was 12:30 at night. So that body was there last night.
Yeah, I'm wondering when they picked us up in the white truck, okay, and they started driving, there was another white truck sitting back there. Was not running. So we just all assumed, we didn't stop. We just kept going with them people. But he was sitting there. It wasn't running. It was just sitting there. And then, hear me out. And then after they show us, and then them boys have to leave, right? Here comes that white truck.
Do you think it's kind of funny that that debit card
the same
was just
fucking white truck
passed
us?
Was it a girl driving or a guy?
Clean.
The card is clean. Like, it's brand
That's what I
Yeah, they just put that body there.
They're framing Kimmy.
They absolutely are.
This is why they said they'd take us out there. They knew. They were the ones who showed me the spot, you guys.
Right, and now they're
and Brad showed me the spot.
right, and now they're saying
on my video, because I couldn't go live, I have video that I took with just my regular
I'm about
phone.
to be able to just sit and stare at the video.
That's what I'm gonna. Yep. He took me right there, and he told Jackie.
What did he tell you?
Yep.
I mean, now they were willing to take you guys out there.
Demeanor.
See, we haven't.
By his demeanor, where he was standing.
There's the card.
It's some crazy ass work, y'all. Crazy. What's going on, Mercedes? Simply beautiful. You know, I can't, you know, something beautiful. You know, all that and some more shit. What's going on with you, girl? Hope you being real smooth, cool, and true with it. Thanks for pulling up on your girl. Salute, salute. You know? I was wondering if you'd pull back up. Did you catch the replay, Miss Mercedes? Simplicity. Beauty. There it is. Mercedes Simplicity Beauty. Yeah, girl. Thanks for pulling up on me. We here now. We getting down to some nitty gritty. Cooking dinner and listening to you. Okay. I see you, girl. What you cooking?
Let me just do this. Let's start here because I know that this one is the beginning. So here we are on the main 2-track, okay? This is why it was so important for me to ask the question, where exactly was the phone found? But as you can see, if you're following this video, we did not stay on the 2-track. We are going by coordinates. Oh, look. Wait. Oh, uh-oh. Where are we going? We're not on the 2-track. I don't know where we are, but this is 2 mud tracks. It's not really a car track. I'm shocked she didn't get stuck. So I said, I want you to drive all the way to.
What's going on? I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. I hope you're being real smooth, cool. Thanks for pulling up on your girl. And Mercedes. Yeah, go ahead. That link is right there in my more about on my page. Hell yeah. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Oh, you starving like Marvin? Oh, I work till midnight, man. I just ate me a little Lunchable, you know what I'm saying, and a smacker. It was fire, you know? It was fire. That's like, yeah, that's my typical dinner. I like it. I love it. Hey, you know, just power through, Miss Jackson. You got this, okay? 5 more or less than 5 hours. If you watch this, you won't be hungry no more. I'm just saying. This shit's diabolical, y'all. This shit's crazy. And watch how this here internet, man. And you're gonna see like these people, and this is what, again, they tell on themselves. They never used to get on TikTok ever. And you're gonna get on TikTok after your daughter, your sister goes missing, your baby mama. Even Brad hit the panels, y'all. Get the fuck up out of here. Well, he didn't hit the panels. He was on the phone or like on with Courtney. Like, but he was talking. He was on the fucking panel. That's on the panel. Like, you know what I'm saying? Richie hit the panel. Get the fuck out of here. They all hit the panel. These motherfuckers never got on the internet. Oh yeah, okay, salute. Thank you, salute. I appreciate you. Really do. Thank you kindly. Yeah, and then you know, Courtney gets out of jail. Her bond was lowered significantly, and it was said that her boss bailed her out. And what does she do? She gets right on the panel. She gets right on the internet. Lordy. Crazy fucking work. What you laughing at? What's funny? Mercedes, I want to laugh with you. Let me laugh with you. Simplicity beauty. Let me laugh with you. But yeah, it's crazy fucking work. Crazy work. And then it's like Mr. Richie was arrested on totally opposite charges that happened almost a year ago to do with rugs. And he was being held on $1 million bond. But got out. Make the fuck sense, Cadillac. Crazy. And then Richie, you used to do it with the mama, used to do it with the sister, and then you doing it with Rebecca. You're nasty. That shit ain't normal, bro. That shit is not normal. They said that shit's normal. No, the fuck it ain't. You crazy as hell. Nasty. You nasty. Dog ass nasty, bro. Man, this is crazy work, bro. Prayers for these, prayers for fucking, you know, prayers for Stephanie Park, man. She's got Rebecca's 2 children that she did have that were 1 and 2. They were taken from her though because she was on, you know, rugs. But it's you know, Stephanie is a really good woman. Like, I know of her, like my English teacher. Like, I'm gonna just say this. I'm not gonna say that actually. They're just really good living people. They live good. You know, obviously they adopted her. They're good. They're good people for being adopted parents. I'm gonna just say that. My English teacher, Miss Phelps, is running a GoFundMe page for her sister-in-law, which is Miss Stephanie Park. And she's going through it right now. You know what I'm saying? It's real crazy. Prayers for Stephanie. Prayers for the boys. What's up, Miss Minnie? What's going on with you? Oh no, it's already been. I've been just breaking it down. The mom isn't in custody, and so is Brad, and they're telling on each other. And she said that he held her down, with a knife to her throat, and the mom admitted that she cut the baby out. And then Brad said that when they put it in a cooler, in a bag, or they put it in the bag in a cooler, and then they put the cooler in the trash can you roll to the end of the street. It was and they put it in one of those. And Brad said that the baby never made a noise. The baby never said he took a breath. They admitted to throwing the baby in the trash. They're actively looking the Manton dump right now. And up there in good old Cadillac and man up north. But the baby is not here. May he rest in peace. She was just about to have the baby too. She had just the day before or the same day. Don't quote me, but she was in Mercy Hospital in Cadillac, and having contraction and was about to have the baby. It's fucking crazy. It's so sad. It's so sad. And the way that if you the audacity of the mom in court, bro, just it's so fucking sad. These mothers out here, bro. These fucking mothers out here. The nerve of them, man. Okay. Thank you, Mercedes. Yeah, don't forget to hit that like button. Yeah, Miss Minnie, I'm about to go get into it right now. Yeah, but the baby. Man. Woo-wee. It's fucked up, yo. And again, this one really hits my heart because, again, I used to stomp up there for some years. My mama lives up there. My baby sister, my youngest sister, goes to Cadillac High School, the Vikings. You know what I'm saying? From my dad's side. Again, I stomped up there for some years. We had to go up there for a little bit. My family's business, whatever. It is what it is. But we did end up north. They got some good resources up there. I will give that to up north. It's real different living up there. But they definitely helped my family, my dad and stuff, So that is what it is. So this one hurts my heart because I used to stomp up there for real. The woods I've been in them, man, this is so crazy. So fucking crazy. Let's continue. Again, thank you everybody for pulling up on your girl, man.
The exact coordinates, and I want video. We may be still going down the main one, but let me show you where it branches off. That's where the important part is. I don't think they have. I don't think so. Okay. So then what happens? I know you can't see me, but it's fine. Then what happens? Okay. So now we have to go off the side.
All right, I'm about to play this clip. Again, I gotta say it. It's really raunchy. Oh snap, that scared me. It is very, very graphic, very gruesome details. Man, fuck these monsters straight up. May they burn in hell. I swear, these motherfuckers right here. Man. Again, explicit content coming out. Up. If you got the shorties around, don't say I didn't warn you. Miss Mercedes, you trying to get a wrench? I like it.
If you followed our reporting on the absolutely horrific killing of a young pregnant woman in Michigan, Rebecca Park, you're really not going to be shocked to learn what the victim's loved ones told police about who did what and why. If this case is new to you, just know that Park was 22 years old and 38 weeks along when she disappeared on November 3rd. She was found November 25th in a national forest, stabbed to death, and her baby cut out of her body. Prosecutors say the baby's dead, but we still don't know where it is. Rebecca's birth mother and stepfather, we're talking about Courtney and Bradley Bartholomew, are each charged with first-degree murder among many other charges. They're each being held without bail. We're talking about the family here being responsible or allegedly responsible. And now we have the probable cause affidavits that are supporting their arrest. And surprise, each is pointing the finger at one another. Police say Courtney told them that Bradley confessed to killing Rebecca the day after her mutilated body was found. Allegedly, Courtney said Bradley claimed to have slit Rebecca's throat And when she asked what happened to the baby, he said he put it in a cooler and then a trash bag and then threw it in the trash. But then Bradley spoke to police and allegedly said Courtney stabbed Rebecca, ripped out the baby, and threw it away in a cooler. He said Courtney had Rebecca lie down in the woods while she was still alive and cut the baby out of her, supposedly because she wanted it for herself, which obviously raises the question of why she didn't keep it unless it didn't survive. But the only murder charge that was filed so far is for Rebecca's murder, not the infant's. And if that is not enough to make your head spin about all of this, because it's so hard to understand what's happening, there is another affidavit we need to talk about. This one for Rebecca's sister, Kimberly Park, again, all in the family. She has been charged with lying to police and obstruction, and now we know why. 3 days before Rebecca was found, Kimberly allegedly told police that Courtney and Brad killed her, both of them. She said they hit Rebecca so hard on the head that she had a seizure and died, so they had her carted away. 3 days later, Kimberly had a different story. She told police that her dead sister's fiancé, a guy named Richard Fowler, confessed that he killed Rebecca. Fowler's facing charges now too, but on drugs, not murder. Now, I want you to get this. Before he was engaged to Rebecca, Fowler dated Kimberly, her sister, as well as Courtney, her birth mom. I want you to process all that for a second. Now, Courtney was out of the picture for most of Rebecca's life. The two had just reconnected a few years back. And as for Kimberly, the same day that she accused Courtney and Bradley, she also spoke on a podcast that is hosted by a friend of ours. It's called Steph's Case Files. And Steph is Stephanie Pratt. And here's a bit of what Kimberly told her on November 22nd.
Courtney told me if I say absolutely anything, me and my daughter are both going down for it. She said it to my face. She said it the day after my sister disappeared when I came out there.
It's hard to make sense of any of this, but I want to bring on Stephanie Pratt right now. Joins me now live. Stephanie, thank you so much for coming on. I'm hopefully you can sort this out. I want to start with Courtney and Bradley playing the blame game. The police, telling police the other killed Rebecca, threw away her baby. Can you tell us more about what you know about their statements to police?
Give it up for motherfucking Steph Files on motherfucking TikTok. I don't even know if I don't even think she's from up here or Michigan. Don't quote me. But shout out to Miss Stephanie. Shout the fuck out for you. Man, crazy work. Crazy work. This here internet can be crazy for the good and the bad. Salute to Miss Stephanie, y'all. I'm gonna drop her link again. Go follow her, bro. Man, them idiots, how they gonna, after this one clip I'm about to show y'all, now y'all see after this one, and then I'm gonna play the clip of her on the panel as soon as she gets out of jail. Kimberly, the sister. And and Kimberly gets on the panel on TikTok. Man. And says this, y'all. Man, Stephanie, shout out to you, girl. Flowers, salute, 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 man. Salute to you, girl. Salute. Man, oh man.
Yes, they seem to be playing, just as you said, the blame game. When they questioned Courtney Bartholomew, she stated Brad was the one who hid in the truck, and she was then to get Rebecca to get in the truck. They got in the truck. Courtney says they're just...
And I want to quick remind everybody, Courtney Bartholomew, the mother, she remember in the video a little bit ago, she was standing there with crutches with one and a half leg. I'm just going to say that. I do believe she definitely was a mastermind and she couldn't have dragged her. You know what I'm saying? She couldn't do a lot of physical things because she only had one leg. So Brad, you know what I'm saying? Like, for them to turn on each other, that was the stupidest shit they could have did. But I'm glad these motherfuckers are talking. I mean, shit. I'm so glad they talking. As soon as Courtney went to court, she spit out, she interrupted the judge and said, I'm willing to talk with the prosecutor. Ready to sing. Which she did. Get the fuck, I get the fuck out of here. Thank you goodness. They don't care. They don't got no shame in their game. They don't give a fuck. They telling in gruesome ass details. I'm about to show y'all the video of them walking in, dude walking in court, and then Miss Courtney getting rolled in court because she only has one leg. But shout out to the Massachusetts County inmates because they thumped on that bitch. And she got a nice shiner. Shout out to the inmates in Massachusetts County because they thumped on her head some more. Yeah, and some more shit. Black her other eye. Fuck her. Man, that's some crazy work. Your own daughter. You're evil. You're pure evil. Wow. Justice for Rebecca, y'all. Justice for Baby Park, y'all.
Just riding along, and then he just starts taking out the knife. And according to her, he was stabbing her 4 to 5 times in both the chest and the back. But then when they brought Brad in, he switched it on Courtney and said she was the one that was swinging the knife as he was stopping the truck to get out of the truck because the knife was still swinging.
My opinion, he held her down. She did the slicing and dicing. Period. That's what I think, in my opinion. And the sick, Mr. Brad is on the CSC list. Yes, he is. He is a offender. He's a registered offender. Yes, Mr. Brad, you are. I went down this rabbit hole. That's another day. But again, I just wanted to, But yeah, Mr. Brad right here is a registered offender. Who would have thunk? Going on mute.
And he didn't know what was going on. So each of them blame each other. But really what police have to do is overlap their stories to figure out what is correct. They both were there. They both were involved. They both handled some sort of weapon.
See, that's where they fucked up. They both implicated they were there. It came out of the horse's mouth. Yet to the popo. Y'all fucked. Thank goodness. This is 100% going downtown. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. No fucking bullshit, bro. That's what I'm talking about. You dumbasses. They both implicated that they were there. Like Miss Stephanie just said, that's all they gotta do. And they went to school for it. Law school and shit. The motherfucking law school motherfuckers so smart. You know what I'm saying? That's all they gotta do. Crazy work. Y'all told on yourself. You dummies. That's awesome, though. This girl's gonna get justice real quick. That's what I'm talking about. And I'll be there next month. I'll be up there. Don't trip. I'll be up there advocating for Rebecca and the baby. I'll be up there. Because, again, I used to stomp up there. So your girl will be chasing this case, too. For whatever reason you may be. But I'll be up there for sure. Got a couple of court appearances I'll be making, Because that's what I do.
And I think that's going to be the underlying case.
That's a really good point, because right now they believe that they are responsible, not Richard Fowler, for the death. And this idea, I'm still confused. This idea that Courtney lured her out, stabbed her, made her lie down, took the baby out, I guess because I'm trying to understand what the motive would have been for that, whether it was to get the baby or there was tension. I don't really quite understand. And then why would Bradley want to kill Rebecca? What would be the motives here for both of them to do this?
Still struggling with ChatGPT prompts and writing the same sentences over and over? Here's the secret to becoming a better.
Well, we know by Bradley's own testimony that him and Rebecca did not get along, so that would be one motive for him. But in speaking and interviewing Courtney Bartholomew myself, she told me directly that she had plans to move to Texas. And I said, why Texas? That's so far away. She said, well, Brad went there for work one time. He liked it. I like it. We want to move there. We want to have a baby together. My son wants to have a sibling. In fact, in the affidavit, you'll note that she talked about a NICU baby that was hers, that was born early to a friend, stating that the baby was having trouble breathing. So when you put all of this together, I believe the motive was to have a baby that she had already named and had stated in the affidavit that she was mad at Rebecca for killing.
And I just want to circle back on this idea of, if this is all true and Rebecca Park endured all this, stabbed and had the baby ripped out of her and died, that is just unimaginable. It is unimaginable. And you think about this unborn baby, because the affidavits get into that too, right? What happened to this unborn baby who still hasn't been found? What do the affidavits reveal that we didn't know before?
So Courtney, one thing that Courtney and Brad both have in common is they say that the baby is inside a blue cooler that was placed inside a trash bag. Now, who placed the baby in the cooler? Courtney says Brad. Brad says Courtney. Then in the trash bag. And then the baby was taken to a dumpster down the road at a house just north of them. And so I'm hoping that authorities are going to try to trace that to a landfill where the baby might be. Who put the baby in the cooler? That's a good question. They both say each other. And the most shocking part of this is Courtney took that baby home, even though the baby had already passed away, and took it to her bedroom and tried CPR for an additional 15 minutes before they decided to discard of the baby boy.
Oh my gosh. And I'll say, look, recovering the baby is not only important from a human point of view and an emotional point of view and a justice point of view, but from a forensic point of view, can obviously say a lot. Real quick, Rebecca's sister, Kimberly, telling police that, okay, it was Courtney and Bradley were the killers, then saying it was Richard Fowler who confessed to the murder. What did Kim tell you directly about that with Richard?
Well, we know by the affidavit that Kim started telling this story before Rebecca's body was found, trying to paint this narrative and timeline for police, going in there on November the 5th and telling police that Rich was after Rebecca, that Rebecca was trying to get away from him and that he was angry and that he could have been the one to do it. Now, what we also see in the affidavit is Kim was approached with the fact that cadaver dogs hid in her bedroom. She explained that away to authorities as the fact that her and Rich are having an affair and that there was bodily fluids inside the bedroom, and that's what the dogs hid on. So now we have an affair between Kimberly Park and Rich, who is engaged to Kimberly's sister, Rebecca, who used to date their mom, Courtney.
Oh my gosh. It's it's hard to make sense of that. I mean, my gosh, the different people that are involved in all this, the connections, the allegations, trying to make sense of it, very, very tough. Stephanie Pratt, thank you so much for coming on. Really appreciate you, and thank you for having that conversation with Kimberly. It definitely says a lot. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our News Nation app right now on your phone, and you
So you all know Mr. Sir, who found, shout out to him in Detroit, who found that 6-year-old baby girl. The parents have been arrested. Hallelujah. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to him. Salute. Let me run the clip. The parents were definitely arrested.
The little girl who wandered through the freezing cold have now been arrested. They sent their 6-year-old daughter out to walk to school alone in harsh winter weather. She is only 6 years old.
Gosh, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I just ran across that while I was searching for this real quick. Now, this is them in court, y'all, the last part. This is crazy. This is some crazy work, man. Justice for, again, Rebecca and Baby Park, y'all. Crazy. Again, they both blamed each other for the same thing. They both said one another. How do you both know? Boom, bada bing, bada boom. Man. Crazy. I can't believe them ladies found that baby, yo. 22 years old. And the police told them to sit with her, man. I can't imagine. I would never, I know them ladies will never be the same. That's crazy as fuck to me. Like, what do you mean sit with her? I get it, but I don't, because, you know, they don't know anything. Like, that's crazy to me. I've never heard of that type of shit in my life. Hey, you sit with this, you know, unalive, gruesome body while we be right back. What? That's wild to me. Wow. It's crazy word.
Prompts into ChatGPT. Yeah, those days are totally over.
We will go ahead and we'll set this over for another probable cause conference after 30 days to run with Ms. Bartholomew.
Courtney Ann Bradley Bartholomew, the biological mom and stepfather accused in the torture and murder of Rebecca Park and her infant, appearing in court today. Now, what played out inside the courtroom today could be called routine as the case continues through the steps of the legal process. But documents describing the crimes the Bartholomews are charged with are giving us a glimpse into some disturbing new details. The documents provided by the court after we filed a Freedom of Information Act request reveal what investigators believe are the graphic final moments of 22-year-old Rebecca Park. Our report tonight from Tony Lundy comes with a warning to our viewers because they are very difficult to hear.
22-year-old Rebecca Park was reportedly last seen on November 3rd entering a vehicle outside her biological mother's house. She was reported missing the next day. A week later, law enforcement gave the community the green light to search the Manistee Forest, as long as it didn't disrupt their investigation. And on November 14th, volunteers began their search.
And to have that person ripped from you, it really tears at my heart. I want to bring closure to her and her family.
Ironically, we now know that Rebecca was already dead when that search was taking place. According to probable cause documents, Rebecca was killed on Monday, November 3rd. Her body was found by a volunteer searcher on Tuesday, November 25th. We learned Tuesday, through probable cause documents, that Courtney Bartholomew told investigators that Rebecca was conscious when she cut the baby out and that Bradley was holding a knife to her throat. She went on to say in those documents that she tried to tie off the umbilical cord the best she could, and that when the baby was out, Bradley slit her throat. Investigators say it was Bradley Bartholomew who took them to the spot this all happened and told them that the baby never took a breath and he never heard the baby cry. Bradley also said he and Courtney put the baby in a GFL garbage tote at a house north of their residence. Both Courtney and Bradley Bartholomew are facing multiple charges, including torture and murder, and some are describing the crimes as evil personified. In Wexford County, Tony Lundy. In Wexford County, Tony Lundy, Up North Live News.
Now you can see the documents.
Murder, and some.
I must say, give it up for the courtroom. Give it up for Wexford County and Massachusetts County. Look at that full packed ass courtroom. Let's standing on business. That's how you motherfucking do it. Hell yeah. Shout out to Up North. Yeah, and I used to stomp up there. Let's go. It's crazy work. Crazy work. That's what I'm talking about. That's how y'all do it. That's how you do it. Pizzacked. Packed. You know what I'm saying? Packed. Look at that shit. But look at that shit. Boom, boom. Look at that. Shout out to Cadillac. Shout out. Yeah. Packed ass courtroom. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about.
Are describing the crimes as evil personified. In Wexford County, Tony Lundy, Up North Live News.
Now you can see the documents.
Again, I gotta say it one more time. Look at the fucking courtroom. Let's go. Let's go to the people. To the people. For real. For real. Salute, salute to the people. To the people. Let's go. God.
This is case number 254947FY. Again, the people of the state of Michigan versus Kimberly C. Park. Appearances, counsel.
Joanna Carey for the people.
Thank you, Your Honor. Patrick Cherry on behalf of Mrs. Park.
Thank you. And we are here for a probable cause conference. Counsel, I'm assuming there is no resolution in this case.
There is no resolution, Your Honor, and we would ask, I assume it's both of us asking that this matter be reset. We still do not have discovery, and it has not been provided to the defense.
Mr. Cherry.
That's correct, Your Honor. I've never had an issue getting discovery from Ms. Carey's office before. I'm curious as to what's taking law enforcement so long to get me a recording of the interview or things like that, and certainly I'm sure Ms. Carey will get on them in the next week to do that.
Miss Carey ain't got it to you yet because y'all ain't never had no shit like this happen like this up there before. This ain't never. I'll be 33 on the 19th, okay? Ain't no. I mean, there's been some shit that happened up there, I give it to you. But not no shit like this. Oh, man, this is some crazy shit. That's why, Mr. Sir, shit. Man, she probably, woo-wee. Shout out to the prosecutor. Man.
But because I don't have the discovery, there's nothing for us to discuss yet, so I think we have to adjourn the hearing.
I understand. The court is well aware of the complexity of this case and the number of agencies involved with the investigation. Ms. Carey, Mr. Cherry, how long do you want to adjourn the probable cause conference for?
Your Honor, if I can just get the allegations in this case, separate from the Bartholomew cases, is an interview that occurred on November 28th. If I can get that recording and the police report, that would get us started a long way towards our conversations, I think, without having to get into all of the follow-up investigation that relates to the Bartholomew's. So that shouldn't take too long, I wouldn't think.
Ms. Carey.
I'm going to ask for, I know the holidays are coming up as well, so I don't want to prolong it too long. If we set it for, I have a conflict on the 22nd or 23rd, whatever that Tuesday is. So if we could do it on a different day that week, I can check with law enforcement and see how much longer they think it's going to take to get those items and try to get it in.
Ironically, when I opened my email app to check my calendar, I have the evidence email for this case. So
it must have come in this morning.
Maybe this, if we could set it out a week.
So we will reset this then for, do we have time? 15?
Look at the spirit, right, when they're in court. It's like, bah, in your email, get out of here. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so I'm going to hold on 1 second. I want y'all to hear. So this is Kimberly, the sister. Soon as she gets out of jail, I want to just pause and we'll come back to Courtney and Brad in court. But I want y'all to hear her on the panel right when she gets out of jail, right after this, okay? Crazy work.
You didn't think anything of it when she's been missing all...
Let me see.
Kimmy told True Crime Nicole,
And True Crime Nicole says this on live.
Where does she say it? All right, I found it. Hell yeah. Sorry, y'all. Here we go. And we're gonna come right back to this, okay? To this, and we'll see them in court. But let's see, dumbass Kimmy, trying to tank the case. Reminds me of some other family members. Love run up on the internet trying to fucking tank the case, bro. Weird as fuck.
I am not on a gag order. I was just advised to stay off social media.
She's allowed to go on. They just told her it's in her best interest not.
People are asking, do you think anyone else is involved other than Brad and Courtney? Allegedly, for TikTok purposes. Hi, Needy. See if she pops up.
Well, my opinion is there's got to be something more because.
Hi, Brandy. Do you know you're in a box?
I do. I just want to say one thing. And then I'm going to hop right back down. I've been kind of silent, but I just want to say this, Kimmy. If you were advised not to be on a live, I suggest that you don't, even if people ask you, just for your best interest. And I'm only saying that because I do not want you to put yourself in any positions. And I do not feel like people coming up and asking you questions, they're not doing this for you, girl. They are not. This is for their own benefit. And I plead with you to not answer people's questions. Because if they said it is in your best interest to stay off, then that means it is in your best interest to stay off. And everybody in the chat is agreeing with me. We want you to have a fair trial. We want you to be able to be safe. And this is not the place. And everyone in the chat is begging you, please, please, please stay off of live. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. I did talk to you in the beginning on lives before I got sick. So I do, I just want you to not jeopardize yourself.
Brandy,
okay?
I'm so sorry to cut you off. We have a whole bunch of people that are trying to get up. So if there's not anything else to add, I am going to have to drop you down.
That's fine. But I believe you are doing Kimmy a disservice by doing this.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're
Chef would like to come up. Chef, please remember to be respectful. Good morning, Chef. You know you're in a box, sir?
So, Don.
Yes, sir.
What is your fucking motive here, buddy? What is your motive?
I agree. If she's been advised to stay
Hold on,
off,
Salt. 1 second. Salt, 1 second. Salt, 1 second. What is your fucking motive right now, buddy?
I don't have a motive.
So why the fuck are you allowing this to happen?
Allowing what to happen?
Who's on the other line of your fucking phone?
Nobody's on the other line of my phone.
Who's that voice in the background, Don?
I mean, you guys know who it is.
So why do you feel this is necessary, and how do you feel this is going to help the situation, Don?
She's not doing anything wrong.
You are a fucking idiot. You know what a fucking idiot is? And I dare you to drop me, Energizer. You are a fucking idiot.
What
You're
did
a
I do exactly?
I want to say I have believed in Kimmy's innocence being involved in the unaliving of her sister and the baby. But I think being on the internet, especially TikTok right now, is not a good idea. And if they advise that, then I think you need to adhere to that, Kimmy. You can talk and tell your story when it's all said and done.
Well, and that's what her intentions are.
I feel like you're pushing this, Dawn. I don't feel like this is what she wants to do because she said she was advised not to be on social media. So why are you encouraging it?
She wasn't, okay, they recommended.
Okay.
Because they see, but I can't control her.
You're the one providing the platform for it.
Guys, I'm going to bring True Crime Nicole up real quick. We're going to let her have a chance to speak, please. Guys, this was not my planned morning, guys. It's Friday. I literally came on at 7 o'clock. My daughter's still asleep. That's why I'm on. So I want to throw that out first and foremost. Nicole, you're up.
I didn't bail her out, and I didn't buy her a phone. She just wanted to clear that up with you guys. These, all these rumors that go around, like, it gets old. Like, you guys don't understand. Like, it's yeah. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Hey Dawn, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm really not okay, but do you mind if I talk to Kimmy real quick? And I hate that I have to do this even on the live platform.
May I please first and foremost throw out that like I said before he started speaking, you guys can tell by the live, like, this was not titled for Rebecca.
No, I'm not upset with you.
I see a lot of people hating on me, and I feel like Chef's mad at me. But guys, this was, But Chef, as long as you're willing to stay cool and calm, I will bring you back up.
Kimberly, can you hear me?
Okay, first and foremost.
Hold on, Chef. Can I please talk to Kimberly?
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. Kimberly, can you hear me?
She can hear you.
Can she speak?
She's choosing not to.
So you're going to speak for her like you're her father?
No, she just turned around and said...
Why won't she speak to me now? Because she knows that I've messaged her for the past 2 days to leave you the fuck alone. Dawn, do you see what you're doing to her right now? I have told her since she got out to stay off the internet for her safety. She is not okay right now. She's grieving. She's not mentally well. She needs to stay off and take care of herself. She told me yesterday she's going to be with family. I told her to take care of herself and go grieve with her own family. If she needs anything, let me know. I've asked her every single day if she needed food. I sent her food the other day. Now I'm sitting here in the morning getting all these messages that you were on live with her. You sit here and say that you have her best interest. And I spoke to you. The first time I spoke to you, I said, if you don't have her best interest, leave her the fuck alone. And now, just a couple of days after she gets out, you're sitting on a live platform. She has an open case, Dawn, an open one. Get her off the internet. This is not okay. This is not at all okay. And to be clear, y'all don't know each other, and I don't even know why the fuck y'all are together. But it's none of my business. All I care about is Kimmy off the fucking internet. I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. I've been nothing but here for Kimmy every fucking day. If she needed anything, I'm here, and she knows that. She fucking knows that. And for you to sit here every goddamn day and be on the fucking internet about Kimmy, messaging me, blowing me up about Kimmy because she hasn't read your message or sent you a reply or did this or do that is disgusting. Be a fucking grown-ass man and go somewhere else, not with a 20-year-old.
Like I'm fed up. I'm fed the fuck up because I've done my best to sit here and help Kimmy and be here for her. And I don't know why this 41-year-old man thinks that he's entitled, because it's disgusting. I don't get it. And that's all I gotta say.
Hey, if I might interrupt, Nicole, guys, real quick. I just seen Jax come through. She gets priority over anyone. She was actually out there. So, Jax, if you would like a box, you can come up. Shout out. Jeff, you're up next, sir.
I don't even know what to say right now.
The fact that you don't know what to say, Jax, may I speak?
Go right ahead.
Thank you. Don, you and I have spoken. I've given you a lot of time to explain yourself, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. She's currently staying with you. Is that what people are telling me?
No.
So how are you guys together right now, Don?
Well, I mean, we're not staying together. No, she's not living with me. I didn't bail her out. I didn't buy her a phone, and yeah, so that's all.
But you made it a point that you had to clear some debt in order to be able to be around her. Is that true?
Clear debt? What do you mean clear debt? If you can explain, I don't know what that means.
Dude, Kimmy, it's Chef. How you doing, Kimmy? Can you speak to me, Kimmy? You know I've always looked out for your best interest at one point, correct?
I've watched every single person bash me out while I was in jail. I am not really thrilled with anybody.
Except me, Kimberly.
No, hold on, Nicole. Please, you had your chance. Please. Kimmy, was it a bash or was it try to make you understand the severity of what's going? See what I mean, man?
She's gone, Chef.
That's wild.
And I don't care.
Okay, so let me.
Been a problem. Don has been a problem.
Let me just throw this recap out there real quick before we go much further. I came on. You guys can check my profile. I said I haven't been able to go live in about a week because I've been so invested in this case. So I'm gonna go live this morning at 7:00. It was 7:30 because I have a kid I had to take care of. Right. I got on. I titled it. That we were gonna get on, let's chill, let's just talk, let's have a good time. Ain't no one came in. I started sharing out. Dawn was the very first person up in my live. First person.
Okay, so Energizer, the fact that you're the host, how do you feel about Dawn?
Well, that's what I'm getting to. Let me finish? So he was the first one in there. I didn't even know Kimmy was there to begin with. We started talking, I started asking him questions and stuff, about how he felt, and then instantly someone in the comments had said something about, Kimmy being bailed out. And he's like, well, there's only 40 people here right now, Energizer, which is why I felt he did. Because I told him I was going to be inviting Jax, Kalak, Chef, like the group I've been hanging around. I was going to invite you guys all in. He's like, there's only 40 people in here, so I can play to talk.
I am not on a gag order.
Crazy work. I can't make this shit up. This here internet, y'all go, man, this shit. Woo-wee. And now's the first time they ever really got on panels. Crazy work. So let's go back to the hearings, y'all.
Yeah, it did. Came in at 10:48.
Ms. Carey, we just had an assistant AG join us. Is she on this case?
I believe she's on the child court matter.
So we'll keep it for the 16th. All right, we will reset this then for probable cause conference on next Tuesday, the 16th at 10:30. Obviously, we'll see where we're at that point. Anything else for the record, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Park had a couple of bond issues that she just wanted me to clarify with the court. I think I understand them, but I want to make sure because there's a lot of misinformation. One, that her bond does not require a GPS tether. She doesn't need to go and get that taken care of. That's my understanding from the court's ruling.
That's correct.
Okay. And then two, she has a no contact order with the Bartholomew's and Mr. Thaler. That does not, so there was, I believe the court's aware there was a candlelight vigil for Rebecca last weekend. Both Ms. Park and Mr. Thaler were present, but they did not communicate with each other. They have permission to be in the vicinity, just have no actual contact with one another. Is that correct?
I will only say that no contact means no contact.
Understood, Your Honor. Thank you.
Ms. Carey, anything else?
No, thank you.
All right. Then we're adjourned on this case.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Are we ready on Courtney Bartholomew? This is case number 254994FY, the people of the state of Michigan versus Courtney Marie Bartholomew, Appearances Counsel.
Joanne Carey for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Tracy Deinhardt here on behalf.
Yo, Miss Adventures, what's going on with you? What's going on with you? You being real smooth and cool with it? Real quick, y'all know what, I wanted to bless Miss Adventures, because I just wanted to, and y'all know part of what I just wanted to do is bless people. And, so Miss Adventures, you want to stay in the comments or you want to, hit the panel and just, I don't know, say something or whatever, however you must, whatever, and I just want to say thank you for everything, we don't really know each other. She definitely is very respectful. I respect her. And she's helped guide me. And I don't know why, but I appreciate you. I really do. So I chose to bless Miss Adventures. I met her over there on TikTok. The tick of the talk. All right, Miss Adventures. There go the link right there. Come on up, yeah. Let me change the background for a minute, because, we don't need the monsters up here while we do this. Let me change it to that one. Take a little second, you know what I'm saying? And then in 2 more weeks, again, I might be at the gas station. I don't know. I just wanna bless my neighbor, But last time, I blessed my supporters. I'm gonna continue to bless my supporters. All right, here she go. Ooh, here we go. What up?
Oh, I'm gonna make it quick because you was showing the video, but I appreciate it, Jay. That was so sweet of you. Of course, everything that I tell you, it comes from the heart. It be genuine, and like I told you, I just help people. I can't help it. Even though when we first met, you pissed me off because I told you had to have thick skin, and we had to toughen your skin up, and we still ain't where we want to be, but we're getting there.
100%. Definitely, we definitely did. And again, I don't know why, but I do appreciate you, and I respect all your constructive criticism, and we definitely will get there. And I definitely hope I could help in any type of way. You know what I'm saying? You deserve it. You are a good soul out here. We need more people like you out here, for real.
Thank you, Chacha. I appreciate it. But go
And
ahead and
then
play the video. I'm finna drop down because I wanted to see that because I ain't seen that. I've been so busy the last 2 days. Good Lord.
No, absolutely. Thank you again, and salute to you. And I'm gonna finish on. And
Thank you.
again, thank you. And all right, you be smooth now.
You too. How the hell I
Give it up for Miss Adventures, y'all. She's a very awesome person. You know what I'm saying? This internet, this virtual things, you meet people, you see things and meet people, and you never know. You just never know. Bless her heart. She's again, shout out to you, Miss Adventures. For show. All right, here we That's what I was doing. I lost train of thought. Oh, that's right. Here we go. Let's boom. Wrong way. Real quick. One more again. For the misadventures. All right. Let's carry.
Miss Bartholomew, who's present and seated to my right.
Thank you. You may be seated. We are here for a probable cause conference. Before we get to that, I will note in the file there's a second amended complaint. I know we addressed this when we arraigned Ms. Bartholomew on the first amended complaint, and that was adding the phrase and or to the venue. I arraigned her on the first amended complaint based on the and or, but I'll just note for the file that has, for the record,
Beaver Shiner, they thought diner. Shout out to the inmates in Missouri County.
As I said, we're here for probable cause
Flashing that eye.
conference.
That's what I'm talking
Again,
about.
I'm assuming there's no resolution in this case. Am I accurate on that?
Correct. That's correct, Your Honor.
I know based on the prior case, discovery has been still in the process of being put together. Ms. Carey, any request to it?
Yes, I would request that this be set out.
Any objection to that?
Your Honor, I have no objection to that. I have discussed the set out with my client. We would waive any 21 days in this case pursuant to the court rules. There are some ongoing conversations that are being had with the prosecution, and we do anticipate that prior to any preliminary examinations in this case, there will be some motions filed in anticipation of that hearing. So we would ask for this to be adjourned out for approximately 3 months.
For PCC, 3 months?
I would say 30 days for a PCC,
Okay.
Your Honor.
Right.
Let me rephrase that. Thank you.
Any objection, Ms. Carey?
No, thank you.
All right. Then based on the stipulation, we will set this out for a new PCC after 30 days.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Anything else for the record?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
Ms.
See, on Kimberly, they gave a date, and he just said after 30 days. But I did get catch wind, January 16th. I'm gonna look it up and stuff and do, you know what I'm saying? Cause yeah, I'll be up there for that day. So on my old stomping grounds where I used to stomp for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I will be there to advocate for my people. You know what I'm saying? Yep.
No, thank you.
Thank you. We're adjourned on this case.
Man, I couldn't roll her on my best day. I'm a man. I couldn't roll her. I'm around here. Crazy.
Bradley Bartholomew?
Here comes this dude.
case of the People State of Michigan versus Bradley Allen Bartholomew, case number 254995FY. Appearances, counsel.
Joanna Carey for the people.
Harry Mihas for Bradley Bartholomew.
Nicole Smith for Bradley Bartholomew.
Thank you. You may be seated. We are here for a probable cause conference, and I see there is no resolution and discoveries pending. Ms. Carey, is there any request in this case?
The people would again request that this be adjourned. And frankly, I would ask that it keep it with Ms. Bartholomew's case as well.
Mr. Giannis, any objection to that?
No objection, Your Honor. In addition, we've discussed the 21-day rule with our client. He understands the need for discovery. At this point, we're only aware of what's on social media that obviously is not appropriate to proceed. And so we're waiving that with Mr. Bartholomew's permission.
All right, I see the form is marked to waive the 21 days, so we will go ahead and we will set this over for another probable cause conference after 30 days to run with Ms. Bartholomew. Anything else for the record, counsel?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Giannis?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, thank you. We are adjourned on that one. Ladies and gentlemen of the audience and the media, I'm going to ask that you remain in the courtroom for a short period of time until we can get logistics moved around here.
I believe on the PCCs that I have remaining.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, members of the media, you are now free to leave. Thank you.
What's up, Richard?
I know
Sure.
I know
Sure. This conversation. Yes, if that would be nice. If we could just tap the screen instead of comment, that we could see Richard's comments. That would be amazing. Unless he can figure out how to come up in a box. And then if he could come up in a box, then that'll be better.
Rich, if you look down on the bottom of your screen, there's like these two little people things. You can click that, and that's like the request button thingy.
You're going to call him and explain to him how to get in? Okay, cool. That'll be cool. You can't put a box up. All he has to do. Yeah, well, he's private, and I've been trying to request. Let me see what that is. Oh, we got him. What's up, Richard?
Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yes, yes, we can.
Yes.
Our fiance. Okay, Steph.
Yes. Hi, Richard.
Hi.
Okay. My question I was asking is the day that she left, did you hear anything in a conversation about $2,000 waiting for her at the mother's house?
No, I never heard about the $2,000 till the next day when Courtney texted me and told me that she gave her $2,000.
The next day.
Yeah. I wasn't even aware they were going out to Courtney's house. I was only aware of them going to Culliver's to get ice cream shakes.
Did they hang out frequently?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
The only time that they hung out was the Saturday before Becca came up missing. They had her and Becca and Kimmy, Becca's sister, went to Courtney's house to have dinner to get these supposedly checks.
Oh, so there was checks involved.
That's what Courtney said, but nobody actually seen a check. I know when Becca got back to where I was at that day, she didn't have a check.
Okay. Yes, good in the comments. Good suggestion. Let's start at the beginning. Okay. So I don't want any confusion. Let's start the morning of November the 3rd. I know she was up about 3 a.m. according to those Snapchat messages. But then what, you all get up and a normal morning starts?
Monday, we pretty much, she was telling me she wasn't feeling good and her stomach hurt.
And that was after she helped the friend move all weekend, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which none of us really had her lifting anything heavy. She was just putting clothes in bags.
Okay, so she woke up saying that she, wasn't feeling good. And then the day progresses. You're having a normal day, correct? Nothing out of the way.
We sat around in our room watching movies.
Did she receive on her phone any text messages that she spoke of from anybody that day? Who did she speak to that day on her phone? Was her mom, Courtney, anybody else?
I want to say she talked to Kimmy, her sister. During the day, she really wasn't on her phone a lot because she was laying down. That's like everybody, or there's people on making comments that the day Courtney picked her up, that she was in labor, which she wasn't, and her sister Kimmy was never there when Courtney picked her up.
What time specifically did Courtney arrive to pick her up?
Right around 6:45 at night.
6:45 p.m. And they said, we're running to get some ice cream. She'll bring me right back home.
Yeah, because Courtney is the one that brought me and Becca home Sunday night from the hospital.
Uh-huh.
That way, the ride we had set up didn't have to come from 20 minutes away. Courtney just said she was there, she can give us a ride home. And on the way home, her and Becca did talk about going out and getting shakes, because since Becca's been pregnant, she's been craving anything to do with ice cream.
Okay. So 6:45 p.m. I would say, what would you give them, an hour to do that? At what time did you say that she should have been back by now? What time did that thought hit your mind?
When Courtney got here, she sent Becca a voice message stating she was here. Becca gave me a hug. We gave each other a kiss like normal couples would do when somebody's leaving.
Mm-hmm.
She said give her about an hour and a half to 2 hours and she'd be back.
Hour and a half to 2 hours. So 7:45, 8:45 p.m.
I have a question. So when Courtney sent the text message to you saying that your old lady just got into this car, what was that about, and what time was that?
She sent it to me Monday night when I was sleeping.
Okay. I've got a screenshot of those calls, and that started around 11:19 p.m. and she was calling you like every a minute too. So now we've narrowed down the timeline. 8:45 p.m. You would have probably said, okay, she should have been back by now. But did you text Courtney? Did you text Rebecca saying, hey, where are you? Are you coming home? Anything like
Or
that?
you went to bed?
Yeah, I fell asleep shortly after Becca left, probably a half hour, 45 minutes after she left. And I woke up.
So just question, because people are, kind of upset that you went to sleep. Were you, just to set the scene, were you like watching TV and you dozed off type situation, or did you just go get in the bed and go to sleep?
Me and Becca have our own TV in our room because we live with my dad.
Okay.
And my dad is an older guy, so he likes watching the older
I understand. Mm-hmm.
Westerns. And usually I just let Becca watch whatever she wants to watch. So when she left, I was laying in our bed. I don't even remember what show she had it on. I think it was.
Okay, I'll just
some
continue on with
vampire show.
All right. So now we have filled in all of the gaps. You were kind of laying down, dozing off. She's running to get ice cream. You fell asleep. So you would have, you fell asleep, so you wouldn't be awake, sitting there saying, "Man, she should have been back now," right? So that explains that. Now, at what time did you wake up from the phone calls that Courtney was trying to make and realize that Rebecca was not home?
Man, guys, I'm gonna probably we gonna pump the brakes right there, because this shit's crazy. Shit's crazy fucking work, man. What is going on in the world? We added scratches. All these mothers, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? If you got your shorty by you, kiss them, hug them, talk, you know what I'm saying? Protect them as much as you can. Love the babies. Love the babies. Justice for these babies, y'all. Justice for these babies. We gotta do better, Michigan. What the fuck? Well, you guys know how I like to end it. You know, good old Winnie the Poohski, Christopher Robin. You know, you're smarter than you think. You're braver than you believe. And you're stronger than you seem. And you guys know I'm throwing up the strong arm right now. You know. Salute, salute to y'all. I come in peace. You know, I do it with my fingers. You know, like, remember that. You know, I come in peace with the fingers. Yeah. The V, you know. I come in peace. It's all love over here. And I hope y'all be real smooth with it, real cool with it, and real motherfucking true with it, you know. Until next time, I'll be back, y'all. Be smooth now.